Why the hell would you do that to an M&M? Welcome to another product and services test on inspired content. I'm going to be trying a couple varieties of M&M and then giving my thoughts on them and seeing what ideas they inspire. So, see you on the other side of that one.
Alright, so the very first one we're going to do is not kind of new to most of you out there, I'm sure, but I've not been able to eat this kind of stuff for a very long time, and I'm still probably not going to do super well with it, but it's not going to put me in the hospital, so we're going to go with that. I seem to remember when I was younger we had crispy M&Ms, and to be honest, I don't really remember much about them. But, I don't know if I can eat all that, that would be a bit much for me. Okay, I don't recall that they looked quite this small before. I always thought they were a little bit bigger than that, but you know, it's been a decade or so, so I don't remember. Very similar to the way I remember them. They kind of remind me of the Whoppers, or the malted milk balls or something. They're pretty good. I mean, I like that crunch feature that goes with them. Okay, next one is pretzel. These came out well after I was able to eat stuff like this. And I'm kind of curious. These are huge. Alright, okay, so these are definitely semi-spheroid. Actually, they're not too much different from the crispy ones. I mean, there is a difference. It's not... It's not quite like the malted milk ball. These are more, I mean, the pretzel in the center is more obvious as a separate entity from the chocolate. I don't know if the candy shell goes well with that. I mean, the chocolate covered pretzel would be okay. I think the candy shell gives it a addition that I don't know is necessary for it. Although I suppose it wouldn't be an M&M without it. But there is a taste in the center of that bite that has that flavor of a pretzel. Okay, that's the pretzel. So it's definitely a big ball of pretzel in the middle. I like both of those alright. Next is birthday cake. A lot of people I've heard refer to these have basically said that they taste just like a regular M&M. So, I don't know if they missed the mark on what they were trying for, but... Oh god, no. Why would you do that to an M&M? Ew. Ew. Ew! You ever have like those rainbow sprinkles? Imagine just like a mouthful of those with chocolate icing on them. I mean, that's the flavor I'm getting off of that. Ew. That's not an M&M. Ew. That's really not very good. Maybe if you're somebody who eats spoonfuls of icing with jimmies in it, or sprinkles. Ooh, but that's not a snack. That's something you put on something else. But they're huge. I mean, that's not like a light sprinkle you put on top of something. I mean, if you made them those tiny little mini M&Ms flavored like this, and you could sprinkle them onto something, that would be one thing. Like, put them in a cookie, and then the flavor you get is like an iced sprinkle cookie with the colors of M&Ms in it, that would be one thing. But holy crap, that's terrible. That's the birthday cake, and it just looks like an M&M on the inside. I can't even tell if there's any like cake in it, if it's just icing with sprinkles. Oh god, no. It's sort of like the, if you ever licked the spoon after making a cake batter. It's not like a full-on cake taste, it's very much like the cake batter. With a crap ton of chocolate icing. And those stupid little rainbow sprinkles. Terrible. Ew, why would you do that to an M&M? Okay, I guess we can go around the same route with, this next one. It says Cafe Mocha. Now, I'm gonna be upfront, I'm probably not gonna like this. I don't like coffee. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the taste of it. But I'm curious about these. These are also kind of big. Please tell me there's not like a coffee bean in the middle of this. That would just make me vomit. Okay, so these are sort of large. I mean, for comparison's sake. That's a crispy M&M. This is a stupid birthday cake one. So they're They're about double the size of a regular M&M. Okay, here we go. Oh, yep. Ooh. Who eats these? Ew. Ew, okay, so, oh, God, yuck. Ugh. Okay, it won't go away. Yeah, right off the bat, the first thing you taste is a cold cup of coffee. Oh, God. Ugh. That's so gross. I mean, that's something that, oh, God. I will say, if there was a cold cup of coffee that I was tasting that tasted like this, it would probably be the best tasting cup of coffee I'd ever had. But that's not saying much. As a candy, as a chocolate candy, that's terrible. I mean, that ranks up there with a birthday cake as to why the hell would you do that to an M&M? The coffee taste overpowers it for me, so it doesn't seem like there's a lot of chocolate. The coffee taste really overpowers that. It doesn't seem to be a lot of chocolate. I was curious about this one. I'm a big fan of mint and chocolate. I'm not such a big fan of white chocolate, but I saw these and I'm like, wait, they've got 3 different types of mint M&Ms. They had a regular mint, they had holiday mint, which I don't know if there's any difference or not. And then they had these guys, which are white peppermint. And at first I'm like, what's the difference between regular peppermint and white peppermint? And I'm like, oh, white chocolate with peppermint. So I was very curious to see what that would be like, and I'll see if I can maybe bite this one. Oh, man. No, I can't do that with my teeth. But, ooh. It was kind of minty. Surprise, surprise. That's kind of nice, because it's got a creamy mint to it. I mean, you can taste the white chocolate in there. It's not just endless mint. But it doesn't have that same kind of chocolate with mint in it. It's just a creamy, sweet mint. Yeah, there's a white chocolate on the inside. Yeah, those are good. I would say those are, on par with the pretzel as things I would definitely consider doing again if I ever felt like I could put my stomach through this again. And then the last one was the holiday mint, which I don't know if is distinct and separate from a regular mint M&M compared to a regular M&M, and even I can pull out another one of those Crispies versus the holiday mint. I don't know why they feel the need to make them all so oversized, but maybe to those of you who can eat these things on a regular basis, you want a larger quantity of chocolate in a go. Wow, okay, that's a lot more mint than I was expecting. Wow. Is there any chocolate in that? Or is it just straight mint? It looks like it's supposed to have chocolate in it, but that just tastes like a York peppermint patty. And that's a lot of mint in one go. Oh yeah, that's a lot of mint. That's unfortunate, because the pairing of chocolate and mint is, when done right, is really good. I don't know if that's done right. That's a York peppermint patty in an M&M form. I can't taste the chocolate on that. That's really unfortunate.
I'm not biting into that coffee thing to show you the inside of it. Oh, God, no. Rating M&Ms. Well, I would say the Crispies are about what I remember, so 5.6 out of a 6.7. It's like, it's a good choice if you're looking for an M&M, but I want something with a little bit of texture and difference, but it's just an M&M. The pretzel M&Ms, I gave it a 6.3 out of a 7.8. I do like them slightly better. They have something different to offer, but again, it's not something like, you know what I really want today? There's no part of it that draws me like that. But if you're looking for something sweet and crunchy, that works. And it was decent. I'm just going to rate them together. There's no surprises here if you've just seen the reactions. But birthday cake and mocha, they both get a new rating. They deserve their own new rating. And this rating is burn it in a fiery pit. Why would you do that to M&Ms? Why? let's just move on. White chocolate. Mint. And they call it the white peppermint, but it was white chocolate with mint. Those were actually pretty nice. It was creamy, smooth, sweet, with just the right amount of mint to not overpower the rest of the flavors. So I would give that a 5.4 out of a 6.1. They're still pretty sweet, still pretty minty, so it's handled in small doses for me, but I don't know how that works for the rest of you. And then the holiday mint. I give that a 5.2 out of a 6.6. And that's primarily because I was looking for a mint chocolate, and what I got was that overpowering mint level that you get from like a York peppermint patty. Not that there's anything wrong with a York peppermint patty, which is why I didn't give it necessarily a bad rating. I just think that I was looking for chocolate and I couldn't taste the chocolate because the mint overpowered everything. But if you're looking for a mint, that's totally workable. But let's move into the ideas that they inspired. I'm kind of curious about a caramel chocolate filled. I'd like to try a caramel chocolate filled. A cherry cordial M&M would be definitely worth trying. There's something about like cherries and chocolate that go really, really well together. I'm surprised nobody's done it yet. Okay, speaking of things that people should have already done by now, I know I sent a letter to M&Ms like 15 years ago at least, when I was a kid, saying they need to make a s'more M&M. It just has to happen. There's no excuse for it not existing yet. This one's not so much something I would like to try as it's an idea that comes to me that I know some people would like. A chocolate cheesecake M&M. Just think about that for a little bit. I'm pretty sure someone out there seeing this is going, oh God, yes, please. I'm sure there are plenty of you out there who are doing that. M&M, there's an opportunity here. You should probably look into that. Pumpkin pie. We've just moved out of the season where everything's pumpkin flavored, pumpkin spice flavored for a little while, but I'm pretty sure there's a market for it. So I would be curious to try something like that. There seems to have been some interest lately in baconing everything dessert-like. So I'd be curious to see what bacon chocolate M&Ms would be like. Alright, so those were some of the ideas that this inspired. Hope people found this interesting and maybe came up with some ideas for desserts or something they could tinker with. And I'll see you for the next video. Take care. Oh God. Way too much. Oh.